Kniters, welcome back. Last night I finished weaving up the Huck Lace Napkins and cut them off the loom, and today we are going to finish the ends and wash them and hem them up. So let's get started. So I have my handy dandy Singer sewing machine here, and what I'm going to do is I've got this end already sewn, and we're just going to go to the next one. And a lot of people do a zigzag stitch. This is a pretty narrow hem allowance, so what I'm going to do is just do a straight stitch, and I'm going to set the machine at a 1.5 stitch length, and that will make a nice short stitch so that I can make sure to secure the ends securely. So here is the cut line. I'm going to run a stitch on either side of that, and then I will cut them apart, and once I get them all secured and cut apart, we'll throw them in the washing machine and give them a nice wash. Okay, there we go. Now we'll just cut these apart and throw them in the washing machine. Okay, we have 8, and we'll just make sure that we've got any loose threads pulled out and secured, and then wash them. Hi, welcome back, weavers. So we got our napkins out of the wash, and I took a look at them. They didn't look quite right. So I pulled out the pattern. Let's see if we can get a good picture of this. So here is the pattern from the Handwoven Magazine. Here is what I wove. You can tell that it's not right. This perplexed me for quite some time, but I finally figured it out. In my previous video, when I showed the tie-up, I showed tying up an 8-shaft loom for a 4-shaft project. Done it 100 times, but I made a mistake this time. Instead of tying up shafts 1 and 5 to treadle 3, I only tied up shaft 1. And I should have tied up shafts 2 and 6 to the treadle 4. Because I didn't do that, I only tied that one up to shaft 2. I ended up with every other repeat of the pattern isn't tied down. So it creates quite long floats on the back and somewhat long floats on the front. The front is still usable, I think. So I decided to make some throw pillow covers out of this material instead of using it for the napkins as originally planned. I was afraid with the napkins, people would get their fingers caught in these little floats. It just doesn't seem like it would work very well. But I still like how the fabric came out. It's kind of cool looking. So I thought we would see how we sew with our hand woven fabric. So I have taken 2 of the pieces, and to the back I have attached some interfacing that is bondable so that it will stabilize the fabric, make it so it won't stretch, and make it easier to work with. We're going to go ahead and put a zipper in one end, and then the other 3 sides will be sewn, and I'll just stick my pillow in there and zip it up, and we'll call it good. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Right now I am going to sew this, the part that the zipper does not go on. I've marked out the sewing lines, the stitching lines here, and then here my zipper stops are from here, right here, and then right here, and we'll go ahead and sew that, and then leaving this open spot for the zipper, and then we'll install the zipper. Okay, so I will go ahead and press this open and we'll install the zipper. Okay, so I have pressed this open and you can see this is where my zipper will be. And I've just kind of tacked the zipper here at the end so I know where to start. So we're going to go ahead and I've installed my zipper foot, as you can see. And we're going to stitch along this line very close to the zipper teeth, keeping the zipper teeth even with the folded edge. Okay. This here is a handy tool that I have that I got for quilting, and it just keeps my fingers from getting poked by the needle by accident. Okay, so the zipper that I bought is longer than what what I need, but it had the fine teeth on it that I wanted, so I went ahead and bought it. This pin is pretty much the stop that I'll create when I cross over. So at this point, I'm pretty close to where I'm going to cross over. So I'm going to go ahead and take the pin out. I'm going to lift my foot, keeping the needle down, and then I'm just going to zip my zipper up. And sometimes you have to kind of muscle it. Sometimes it's a little challenging. Okay, so I need to lift the needle a little bit so that I can be sure to get the zipper under that foot. I want to be sure I don't lift it too much. There we go. All right, so sometimes it's a struggle, but we can get there. All right, so now I'm going to keep that lined up. Be sure to put my foot back down. I've done that, forgotten. And so the rest of the way. Okay, now we're just going to turn this and cross over carefully. And I'm just going to kind of manually go across until I get on the other side. There we go. And then we'll go up this side, and we're going to make sure that we keep the folded edges pushed together underneath that zipper. Okay, now I'm almost back up to the pull, the zipper pull. So I'm going to pull my needle up a little bit, raise my foot, reach under through here, and zip that zipper past the zipper foot. Okay. All right, so now we're going to put that back down, keep that pushed together, and sew the rest of the way up. And then we just back stitch a couple stitches, lock it, and we are done with the zipper. Okay, so now we're going to run a stitch up the sides. Oops, I got caught on my needle. I'm going to run a stitch up the other three sides to close up the pillow cover, and then we will have our pillow. So let's change back to a regular foot. Oops. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple pins in this to just kind of hold it stable. Okay, there we go. So we'll start over here on this side. I should have unzipped my zipper before I sewed that up, but we should be able to get it. This is embarrassing. Okay, so here's how you solve that problem if you have it in the future. So if you kind of pull this apart, what's keeping the zipper zipped is the fact that the tab fell down and locked, which is typical for zippers. But if you just kind of pull this apart and then feel around in there, you can grab that little tab of the zipper. There we go. And just get it open enough. Get your fingers in there and unzip it. I need to do it a little more. There we go. Well, that was embarrassing. Okay. Oops. Okay. So I will trim this all up. The interfacing will keep the fabric from unraveling just like it would on anything else, any fashion fabric. You can, and I may do that anyways, serge the edges just so that they don't unravel or get messy. But since it's inside of a pillow and it's not going to see much friction, it shouldn't be a problem. All right, push the corners out. There we have our pillow covering. And as you can see, that zipper is virtually invisible, and you're never gonna notice it. So I'll go get my pillow and we'll stuff it, and then you can see how great it is. Okay, so we have our pillow. You can see my ugly pillow that I'm going to put this beautiful new cover on. Okay. All right. Just gonna pull the corners of your pillow insert up into the corners of the covering, and there we have it. So I think it looks pretty good, and I think it's a good use of the napkins that didn't turn out quite as expected. So I've got a few more blanks to work with. I might make a couple more pillows, might make a bag. We'll see. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe, and you can be alerted when I release more. Thanks.